Greetings everybody and welcome back to Rebuilding the Commonwealth with myself. We're here in Jamaica Plain now. I have a few things to mention. First of all, sorry this is a week after my last upload. I have had a rather busy week and have not quite felt myself a few of those days. Likewise, I'm back to my usual self, which is great. Secondly, I noticed on my commute home today that I've now reached 300 subscribers, which is absolutely phenomenal, guys. It is all down to you. All those likes, those comments, those subscribes, all those down below. They have all helped me, and this is the most I've ever got, actually, in terms of subscriber base. So thank you very much for all the support. I really appreciate everyone who leaves a comment. I always take the time to read it. You know, it's just incredible. So thanks very much for all the support. The next thing is, if you got suggestions for names of Minutemen, please leave them below. I'll have a look at them. I'll add them to the list. Remember, they must be first name, last name. If you have a rank preference, let me know. Bear in mind, I only have so many high-ranking slots. I also have been playing a few other games lately, which namely is The Sims 3 and Project Zomboid. When I say Sims 3, I mean binge it like an absolute bitch for a couple of weeks and then not play it again. Project Zomboid, I really enjoy that, and I'd be happy to make a video series if you guys want to see it. If not, I'm happy to keep that to myself. But onto the building, that's what you're here for. Now, I must confess, I did actually do some recording of putting up this house over here. Unfortunately, the video quality was atrocious because the frame rate up here, it's only in this corner of the settlement, but the frame rate here is really, really atrocious. Like, in points, we're down to like 15 FPS, and yeah, like in here, it was basically like running a slideshow. On the plus side, though, I do have this really cool sliding doors into a sunroom here to give it a bit of variety. But yeah, the audio quality wasn't great. The video quality wasn't great. And I think my voice, sounded a bit gruff and a bit grouchy almost. And I figured it's not my best quality. I would rather you not see stuff that isn't my best, because you guys deserve my best quality. So I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna move on from that, and I'll showcase it here. But it's a very bog standard house. It's just a standard shell kit with the add-on room, with the door over here instead of on this side. Of course, that is a 10% expanded sliding door from the Homemaker kit. That's the pre-war closet, pre-war clothes closet doors. I just very meticulously placed them side by side. You can see there that they don't 100% line up, but they don't stick through the wall. So even when they're open, you can't tell, that they're not supposed to be there. So that was really cool. This decking took me about 4 hours because the snapping was the absolute bane of my life and nearly ended up with my computer flying out of my window. Hence one of the reasons I am not... I haven't put up the video of me building this sodding thing. But overall, I'm actually quite happy with how it turned out. I need to put something under this decking because I think that's a bit much. I also fenced off the outside, so we have a gate out into the wasteland. Excuse me. Ooh. Also, a phrase I never thought I'd say. I'm actually running out of 50 cal ammunition. I'm down to my last 1,000 rounds. If I reload this a few times, the 999 count has dropped very, very slightly. I bought a couple of rounds off the vendor, but I do need to stock up on those. I also added this grass. And I figured because it's right on the edge of the settlement, I would leave a transition into wasteland to show that this is the edge of town. Not that it doesn't get as much care, but it's a kind of smooth transition to this has all been restored into the wasteland we're not messing with, sort of thing. I also have this large gate up here, so the south side of Jamaica Plain now has 3 exits. I had to put this large pillar in here so the raw iron would fit. And you can say what you like about these uneven fences. I actually quite like that over here. It looks more improvised. It looks like we have adapted what's there, which again is kind of the point of this settlement, to make it look like it's been post-war adapted. Wow, that looks really trippy, that gate, on this frame rate. Yeah. This gate, the reason it's here of all places, is because that is right on the border of the settlement. Right on the borderline is where I'm going away for you. Okay, I'll stop singing now. But yeah, that is the gate. But the project that we have for today is going to be here, which is what I'm going to affectionately name the Knackers Yard. This is going to be one of the prime money spinners for Jamaica Plains from a lore standpoint. So under CVC we have a lot of decorations and wasteland equipment. So this is what I'm proposing to do here. I'm going to take some of these cars because there were some vehicles in Jamaica Plain when we moved in. And we're going to place some of these around as decoration. Wow, that spins fast. So we're going to place some of these down with the surface snap switched off. So we're going to start off the Knackers Yard like that. We're going to fence it off a little bit because it is a rather hazardous place. Now we're not going to go over the top with that, but we are going to create quite a distinct separation between the two. I'm not quite sure which set of buildings I want to use for it. I'm pretty sure High Tech actually has some fencing and miscellaneous somewhere. Unless I'm completely mistaken here. I did see a really cool set that I wanted to use, is the thing. Okay, maybe it wasn't in there. Maybe it wasn't in there. Okay. Never mind. What I'll do as a placeholder is use the wrought iron again, just to separate it and get a gauge of the dimensions we're working with here. So let's just say the fence in is here. Again, that's not what I'm actually going to use, but that is where the fence will be. Wow, why is that so high up? That is a bit crazy, that. No need for that to be so high up. But we're going to have the car over there. I want to retain the sidewalk sections because I think they would fit having a concrete base. So under decorations we have, as you can see, cars. And I want to put in a couple of smashed up ones in varying states of disrepair. So one of them will be this vehicle. And we're going to go into the random ones as well. And we'll get a different brand of vehicle. That looks a little bit too smashed up for my liking. That looks a bit too intact for my liking. Didn't think I'd say that about a post-apocalyptic car, but a Voltec van would be a good addition. So we'll put these things in. I don't want them encroaching on various other parts of the settlement. If this tyre has to sink into the ground a little bit, then so be it. I just want it to look like it's resting just as well as it should be. Now, under cars as well, I mean, look at that. That looks almost new. That looks like it's perfectly drivable, but that's almost a drivable car. Damn. But under cars, we do have furniture where they've been converted into like defense and things you can sit on and all that kind of stuff. Oh wow, that is an actual functioning bed. That's really cool actually. But you've got deco, which is car door parts and things that have been taken off, which would really add some extra character to here. And it wouldn't be unfair to say that a few of these will have been taken off. That's it. Is that a roof? Yeah, maybe this is being restored, perhaps. Okay, one of the things that we would have is a lot of fuel, like for propane torches, acetylene torches, all that kind of stuff. So we're going to have a bottle rack over here. A couple of bottle racks. No idea what that noise just was. Now over here is going to be essentially the foreman's table. I know this is, for all intents and purposes, it's a map of the wasteland, but it can be interpreted for other things. Ooh, you've got an entire Commonwealth map here. That's pretty cool, actually. I'll have to remember where these decorations are. Those are some big-ass gas bottles, too. Damn. Okay, also, in the garage, deco, and furniture, we can get things like the car jack, diagnostics tables, that kind of stuff, which one might expect. I want some kind of storage set over here behind the office. That looks a bit too higgledy-piggledy to fit the bill. But the garage deco here... I mean, the person who's working on this will have emptied these of all of its personal goods, so having this around here is fine. Yeah, person ripping this apart is going to have his tools there. His blowtorch for tearing apart some stuff. I'm just looking for the like the diagnostics tools and stuff like that. I could have sworn I had the diagnostics tools. It's not going to be under Homemaker, is it? No, it won't be under electronics. Surely not. Ski ball machine, yeah, as if. Miscellaneous. Warehouse. I mean, this does have some stuff that'd be useful for a knacker's yard. The big flatbed cart. It's not going to be there. Of course it's not. Exterior units. Now these are going to be all flags and things like that, so won't be under this. Pretty sure anyway. If it is, I'll be quite surprised. Nope. Interior. Sorry about this, guys. It wouldn't be an episode if I didn't struggle to find at least one thing. There we go. That's what we're looking for. The Diagnostics Cart. So, we'd have a Diagnostics Cart here. I mean, maybe we got one of these things working to check on engines and if any of them do actually work. Not that we're expecting them to, for crying out loud, but it's also like a mobile thing. We can push the push your tools around, that kind of stuff. There'll be other kinds of crap in this yard that we're tearing apart. So with these old printing presses, we would have salvaged. So we're going to have a few of these. This is going to be a rather rugged, not hazardous, but a really dirty place to work, but it's the main money spinner. And it is kind of centrally located. Have a tool rack there. Thinking what I can do with these benches. I'll sort something out for these, I promise you that. Okay. Now, back to CVC, decorations and space deco. Garage. I mean, I do like these shelves, but they look a little bit too generic. Actually, what I think would be better, just to get the cars, the area around the cars better, is OC decorator, because we can get literal workshop tools, and I have picked up a few things. So a bucket. There's definitely going to be tools, and I mean these tools I am planning on at the end of the game. I mean, I go salvaging a lot. I'm planning at the end of the game to trade in all the tools I've accumulated to the vault. Is it 81? I forget. That vault that pays you for your tools. I reckon I could easily scrape tens of thousands of caps out of them with the tools I'm going to accumulate. These ones can snap to the ground. Oh yeah, there will be plenty of screwdrivers. Plenty of screwdrivers. Wrenches. Do I actually have any more blowtorches? I did find a Fumigus blowtorch, but I can't remember where I put it for the life of me. Definitely wrenches in the back of here. I'm already mapping out where I'm likely to put my operators in the yard. So I'm going to have one here, because he's got this that he can throw all the salvage crap into. Someone here literally tearing this van to pieces. There's going to be the foreman in charge of the yard. Maybe somebody on their break. Somebody sorting out components, which I'm likely to put over here. Just thinking, although it's concrete, it would be quite prudent if the people working here would at least put some of these rubber floor mat coverings. You can get a few large ones. Ooh. Am I missing something here? I could have swore there's bigger ones than that. It's going to be under the vanilla set. Yeah, of course it is. So I'm going to have to place this, manipulate it quite carefully. So there'll be a mat over there. Of course, the double one is under Homemaker, so that's a little bit inconvenient, I won't lie. Wait a minute, I just had a double mat. Okay, I only have a square, that's fine. So let's put down mats underneath these torches, these bottle stands. As well, this will hide the settlement marker for their workplace. Supplies. Well, it's not going to be uncommon to have this, is it? We can stick some wooden crates on these. Excuse me. I really should turn Steam notifications off, to be honest, but who knows? I do strange things sometimes. Lift loaders. I mean, we do have a motorcycle in this this camp, so yeah, why not? We'll place that down. Cars. Oh my god, that is a lot of stuff. At the moment, this is, as you can see, all set dressing. I want to move this street light. We're going to replace that with slightly more work-friendly, I think. That's it. Replace this with slightly more work-friendly stuff. Now, I can't quite remember. Yeah. Thing is, just working guards. No, because I'd have to actually get a guard to come along and do quite a few things with these. So I don't think they're worth it. And I'm not touching these. These are explodey cars. I am not using explodey cars. I would have put a tank in here if I could, but I'm not putting a tank down here. I can tell you that much for nothing. Furniture. Yeah, we don't need this. This workbench looks a bit small though. That's a bit better. That's it. Containers. Army stuff. Crates. Nah, I don't need those. Decorations are good though, because there's a lot of stuff we can put down from decorations. Some of these I think I missed the last time. I would definitely put a vice on their workbench. Fantastic. That clicking, by the way, is coming from one of my guys up there. CVC oil. We'll definitely be needing oil for this Knackers yard. A couple of these left over. Resources. Diamond City Radio. Yeah, having a cheap radio out here wouldn't be a bad idea. I will turn that on at some point. I actually don't even know if some of the stuff we get is copyrighted. Last thing I want to do is get copyright. Of course, these are deadlands, that's fine. I've already checked those. Decorations, barrels. There would be some of these, I can assure you of that. Vault boxes. I mean, not a bad idea to have a few of these. These do stack like excellently, so we'll put them in as they are. That leaves enough space for a lamppost in there of the variety that we want. Dead robots are going to be quite good. We can tear up some, messed up robots. There'll be a handful of parts that we've scattered back here. That's it. If you've got all of the acetylene supplies and all that here, stands to reason we can have some smashed up robots here with someone tinkering with them. These gutsies. We'll put some parts across the floor where maybe they haven't been disposing of them properly. I imagine that would be quite a common practice. Health and safety isn't much of a concern in a post-apocalyptic world, I'm sure you can imagine. So we'll scatter some broken robot parts around. Plus, we have actually been attacked at this settlement by rust devils, I think they're called, quite a few times. So having some messed up parts is fine. Yeah, we've got one of those. Broken legs. Yeah. So we'll have someone salvaging parts from that. Dead trash. Oh, this is debris. Just regular old debris. Which, ironically enough, is good. It's good set placement. Scene setting, that's what I'm looking for. I'm just making sure that doesn't impede any movement or anything, because I still want to come in and out of this place smoothly. Yeah, so I have some messed up trash over here. This is the one place I'm actually putting trash down rather than cleaning it up. Bit of papers in... oh, goodness sake. Papers in the car. I don't need those. Dead household. Ah, yeah, of course. Stuff in the Jamaica Plains mayor's office. I mean, I think we did find a few bashed up terminals for us to sink our teeth into. Dead changing tables. Oh my god, there was dead stuff of this everywhere. I want I don't quite want to put trash everywhere. I want to put in some storage for it, and I'm pretty sure there is something for it. Decals. Smoke. Ah, of course. I can put smoke for people using their tools. Electric sparks. For the fumigous blowtorch. Of course. Decals for the wall. That's fine. Furniture. Shelves. Now, I think there's one that looks very much like the scavenger station, but without actually being a scavenger station. Drawers. No. Bobblehead case. I forgot about that. Ah, cryo box. There was the diagnostics cart. How's that looking? Is that any better than some of these? No, it's the same. It's the same busted up one. If that was like a pre-war diagnostics cart, that would be pretty good. But I think CVC is it's strictly busted up furniture and wasteland stuff. Modular sofas, chairs. You get some quite interesting chairs. I was actually going to put some shelves here, but I actually think having some makeshift chairs. Corner of the paper to the back. No. That tire chair would actually be pretty cool. Lunchbox to the left. Do they mean the person's left or my left? Only one way to find out, I suppose. Aha, car chairs. Yeah, of course. Because if you've taken the car chairs out of the thing, then yeah, you could use that. No, people are not going to be sleeping here. I'm not going to be inhumane like that. Come on. Aha, fences. Do we have a good fence? No, these are dead walls. Modular forts. Nah, quarry fences, not worth it. Car fences. Yeah, of course. I do plan to make some more rustic looking settlements at some stage. You know what? The junk fence actually fits really well here. For the type of yard we're building, I think that looks good. There's no gates though. Do we actually have gates? No, pole fences, others. No, I think the junk fence works really well there. So we're going to put the junk fence in the way. So we're going to use the high one with the barbed wire. That's the inside, so I do have this the wrong way. So bottom of the fence line up with the bottom. Like that. And I want to use one with the door perhaps in it. But then that only covers half the fence. I want that a bit lower. Okay, looks like we only have one option then. The others are only half the size. But yeah, this this is a place where you don't go unless you work here. Welcome to the Knackers yard. I feel like this needs to be even dirtier. I feel this needs to have trash a lot more all over the place. Do we have safety posters? Yes, we do. Yes, that is a good one to have. Protective equipment must be worn. Those are the vault signs. Don't want those. PAM diagram. This is quite a large robotic blueprint sheet. If there was a suitable place to put this down, this would be a good. This would be quite a good addition. No, that's not worth it. DCR. Okay, no. I'm just checking those posters because I have not fully checked all of this stuff out. Wooden basket. That's it. I want a few of these which don't move. Ah, that's it. Static. Static boxes. That's what I like to see. Broken boxes and cardboard. Yeah, there's going to be plenty of that heaping old crap around here. While we slowly process and move all this stuff. No, don't want vault boxes. Some deco. More car doors, without a doubt. Where someone's been welding it down. I mean, I'm kind of spoiling the view from up here, but I mean, that's what you get for living next to the Knackers yard. A notice board is probably a good shout. Car furniture, no thank you. I'm pretty sure one of these had the car seats. I saw car seats in these, I'm pretty sure I did. There you go, car seats. They'll have taken out some of the car seats. I mean, this car is already missing. It's already missing those, so pop that down there. Barrels. Yes, of course. I did say there would be barrels here. We wouldn't have radioactive ones. Yeah. The rusty ones. We'll have one that's been slightly crushed. These ones are laying here. Things that we need to scrap and destroy, salvage, get the steel from them. This one looks liable to roll, like to fall out of the way. Of course, why didn't I think of these carts? But yeah, that looks liable to roll away. So what someone is likely to do is just put a little box in front of it to stop it rolling like that. A basket full of tools. Basket full of tools. Yeah. Line of tools. I think this line of tools would look better if I change the axis of this and I make them vertical. Sorry about that, guys, just sneezed. Didn't want you to listen to that. Okay. That's it, so you've got the tools hanging up. There'll be some laying down as well. That's already been placed, some salvage. Some more just loose lying tools. These wouldn't be a out of place feature either. Ladders. Would we actually need a set of ladders? I mean, it couldn't hurt, but I don't think the rubber mat next to it would be a thing. I'm trying to think how I can place this without... No, because that would have to go up against a wall and that would look really silly. So, barrels with the broom in tow. Now, we've got enough boxes. Wooden boxes don't really suit that. However, a dolly with a barrel on it would look fine. That looks like we're moving it to a place to scrap it, to smash it up, to, you know, do whatever it is we're going to do. A knocked over flatbed. Yeah. Okay, so what have we got in here? Wood. We would actually have a few of these outside the yard because these are things that are ready. They're ready to be taken away. Oh, there we go. Just had a bit of a coughing fit there. Best not be coming down with something. No, that wouldn't be very nice. Got myself some fresh water. Now, as I was saying, so these pieces of scrap are going to be things that are coming out ready for us to use. So there'd definitely be a couple of these knocking around where they've smashed the wood up, they've put it in here, or maybe we've pushed it over there to say, right, here's your next cart of scrap, get to it. So yeah, if you want to be one of the workers in this yard, please put your first name, last name, or I can just use your screen name if it's in that format. And yeah, we'll get you working in the Knackers yard. I don't know why I just did that because that's probably off centre now, but I'm going to live with that. Furniture. Long shelf, no. We do need a couple of these wheeled carts, in all fairness, because these have work lights on them. So that wouldn't be out of place at all. Garage ladders. A couple of laid down ladders. So let me change the pitch of these so they look a bit more natural laying down there, ready for salvage. Great. Any more deco for here? Actually, I don't think we need this table, I'll be honest with you. I genuinely don't think we need that table. Instead, we can have, you know, a collection of boxes and things that we're ready to ship out, ready to move. If I move this residential lamp, how big were those shelves? Were they absolutely massive? Cabinets, no. I mean, these weren't. No, those are too thin to be end product shelves. If I could just get some of those carts, but empty, that would be great. But I think all of them have stuff in them. I mean, these look neat enough to be trolleys of stuff going out. Yes, they're ready to go. Okay, since it's dark, let's get some proper street lighting in here. Power street lights. So I'm going to use the residential lights for this. There needs to be one here. There needs to be one over here next to these print presses. Definitely needs to be one over here. I'm thinking here is probably best. Yeah. I'll put a couple of lanterns down as well for good effect. One over here by your workbenches and your scrap car piles. And as well with the miscellaneous. Yeah, we have some lanterns. Now, do these get knocked over? Yes, they do. Now, if I turn off number lock... No, it's not that. 5, 6, 8, 9. That is rotation step. No. I know there's a button here for it. Oh. Okay, doesn't seem to be any of those. Peculiar. Just in case I end up doing something really dumb with this lot. I'm not going to find it. There's one to turn off object physics, and I can't seem to locate it. Oh dear. What am I going to do? No, it's fine. I'll just have to find a slightly different source of lighting. I'm sure I can find an alternative, perhaps in CVC. See, we do have lights, and we've got all kinds here. Spotlights, uplights, oh, even garage lights. Oh wow. There is also, if I remember correctly, fire. No, it's not under here. Oh. Hello? Sorry, guys. Oh, that's what I was looking for. A jack. A jack for these cars. I knew I was looking for something, guys. I knew I was looking for something. Not going to use a pit boy. Not at all. Shopping carts. Oh, pink screen. Yeah, of course. Missiles. Damn. I'm fine for missiles, thanks. Decals. No. No. No flags. I just had a feeling that the fire set that I had was in here, but it's obviously in a place that I'm just not looking. Now that I have actually seen before. These give me ideas for other places. Right. Now that we've got all this lot, let's put in some settlement markers. Fresh water. So under settlement markers, we do have just these neutral things. Like that. They require a settler, and all they will do is one action forever. So I want somebody who is welding. Welding low, welding high, welding medium. Welding low. Welding medium. I think welding medium would be good for... I think that'd be good for here. This might have to move over just a few feet, just to give him enough space to take up a position here, so he can be welding that. Stand hammer horizontal, stand hammer vertical. I would say vertical hammering, but that would be quite... I think that's where they're actually like hammering a wall. Horizontal, I believe, is hammering down onto the ground. Which would be good on top of here, I think. I'm not sure how the settler will take that if I set them to it. Stand wrench horizontal, stand wrench vertical. I think there could be somebody on one of these printing presses. Gonna have to mess around with the height, of course. There is also something for workbench. Workbench armor? So I'll put this down. No, we're not going to do that. We are not going to do that. No, of course not. Kneel wrench horizontal, vertical. We'll have somebody working over here. I think a stand searching on a place where we have a lot of crap would be a good idea. Now, searching does actually look kind of bad. Valve turning? No. Wall digging? No. I think another welding low. Be fine. So we've got someone hammering this car. Somebody welding down here wouldn't be a bad shout. Welding low. Oh, that should be propped up against something. Like here. Yeah, that's better. I'd really like to know what he's sitting on. Second, whatever it is, give me some of that. I'm going to leave the road underneath here. I think this is suitably messy for a Knackers yard. Yeah, I think there's enough going on in here that it doesn't look awful. Now, there is a miscellaneous wall decoration here. Don't know how well this will go down, though, some of these. I think a cloth awning would probably go down better out here. Probably a lot more in keeping. Cloth awning, yeah. A little cloth awning underneath these people's sunroom won't go amiss. Yeah, just in case it rains and you need somewhere to quickly take cover. These are going to have to overlap. Oh yeah, number lock. Oh, of course. That's it, relative to player. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure the settlers will be able to get to that. They can. I mean, if I can interact with it, it's within their range. So yeah, it's raining. You can sit under here. Get a little bit of respite, drink your beer. Question is, can you get out again? No, you'd have to crouch. Okay, I've got a solution to that. Let's just bring them forward just a tad. Okay, so that is correct. That's also correct. Yeah, so they all work. Right, let's find some people who don't have jobs. Right, you no longer have a job, probably because I got rid of a few of the markers over here. You can go do some hammering. You have a job, so I'll give you a stay of execution. You can come off here now. You have done more than enough.
Okay.
So you can do some scavenging over there. A few of my unemployed guys do hang around over here. Yeah, you're employed as a gun salesman. Those are the Minutemen. Yeah, you're employed. Actually, I'll tell you what. Let's sleep for a few hours and that will get all the people doing their jobs and I can weed out which ones are unemployed. That's it. Obviously not counting the Minutemen because that's not their job. The unemployed do tend to go to the church if they don't have a job. There you go. The church does often give them away like that. Okay, so that's obviously the wrong kind of map for him. Okay, so that could just be where he's pointing the welder. Okay, that's assigned. You have just been sweeping up grass for the past, like, 10 weeks, so you can stop sweeping the grass now and actually get a real job. Trying to think where else I put some of these work mats. And of course I've got one at the printing press. Okay. That job should take eventually, now that I've told her. These guys have jobs. You do not. Welcome to your new job. You now work in the Knackers yard. Come on. This should start bringing in some more settlers as well, because there'll be many more employed. There we go, that one just took. Wrench vertical, so you can work on that. So that's 5 jobs in the Knackers yard. Excellent.
Huh?
Let's sleep for a few hours to get those jobs to take. I mean, I can forgive the placement on that one. That's high enough. Okay, what mat are you on? Stand, hammer, horizontal. Okay. So we'll take that away. That was stand, hammer, horizontally. I think that should be kneel, hammer. There you go, kneel, hammer, horizontally. That's what I want. And you'll be hammering that away.
Got it.
There you go. Okay, your placement is almost correct. If you just move back a few bits there, I think that should sort you out. So I'm not too keen on that. You're fine. I can completely live with that. That's fine. Let me just quick save, just in case. So you're probably on welding low, aren't you? Stand hammer. I don't think there's any Neil welding, that's the problem. Any Neil welding? Kneeling wrench. I think I've seen that one. That's what that person over there is doing. I'll put down some more activity markers here because this place is quite cool. Despite being basically a Jamaica Plains junkyard and scrap heap, I actually think this adds a lot of character to here. This is going to build some income for the settlement. You know, we're selling proper amounts of scrap. We've got a marketplace to sell it. Surrounded by civilization, guarded by Minutemen. No one's coming in here to steal crap, so... fresh water, love it. So I actually think this is quite an addition to the settlement. Oh god, I'm making a pig's ear of this one. That's better. Yeah, that's better. That actually fits now. Okay, let me just go and sleep for an hour just to get those settlers working. Then we'll head down to the bar and see who's not pulling their weight, and we might give them more jobs in the Knackers yard. The Minutemen who are guarding the front will control access to here. Thought that was an oil puddle for a moment. Coming from the upper tier living here, you would know not to come down here. So I think that's fine. And I might have like one Minuteman stationed here to stop people coming in for health and safety reasons this way. So health and safety doesn't really occur to these people, but it's not the point. I can forgive the placement on that. Okay, so let's get down to the bar and see who's not pulling their weight. I have a feeling this little prat is not doing anything. Of course you're not. Okay. And who else is loitering in the bar with nothing to do? Nobody. Okay, so I think we've only got this person here who's still unemployed. Okay. So I think I have a job for you. Or an extra job. No, not ground sit. That's not what we're doing. You can do some welding as well. You can do welding medium. Actually, what am I saying? Of course there's a kneel down and weld. What welding mat are you using? Welding low. Are you on welding medium? Yes, you are. That would explain it. So you need a welding low mat here.
Sure.
Oh, I thought my thing had gone kaput there. Then I can put a welding medium here. And that unemployed ghoul, whoever he was, or rather, wherever he was, there he is. You now have another job. You've got a job to do. Another sip of fresh water. Excellent. I will need to get these guys some uniforms. Maybe like the same ones that Sturgis wears. The guys at the castle, the Priestley brother and sister. So maybe I need to get a set of outfits. Luckily we have a clothes shop in the settlement. But yeah, everyone now has a job to do. There shouldn't be any slackers in the settlement now. Oh, look at all these guns. I love it. Yeah, just making sure there aren't any stragglers who got away from me. I appreciate this building needs redoing. One of my commenters mentioned that this was a police station and I turned it into a pizza place. I can assure you, I didn't actually know it was a police station, if it was the case. I thought it was a general store. But I didn't turn it into a pizza place, I turned it into a fully working hospital. So, don't worry, it has retained its emergency service use. Okay, just doing one final sweep, see if there's anyone hanging about. That's fine. If you see graphical tears, for those of you who don't know, it's because I have broken the pre-combines of the settlement. Hello? Is that a sentry bar here? Okay, they're friendly. False alarm, guys, they're friendly. These houses still need finishing. And of course the house on the end that I built off camera because I sounded grouchy as hell. This house needs finishing and furnishing as well as the garden. The diner is basically finished. The west entrance is completed. We just need to do the other south entrance and the east entrance to the settlement. Need to get those guarded. I am planning on building a small guardhouse up here somewhere. I'm sorry, this water's obviously getting to me. And we need to put in a few more pieces of defence and general peacetime patrol like these guys. Or rather these girls. Julia, Kenny, and I haven't named this one yet. But I think this place is coming together. What I'm going to do in between the next episode is let this run for a little while so I get some more settlers in. I try to let the growth be organic unless I'm recruiting Minutemen. If it takes forever, I can always recruit settlers, but I'd rather not do that if I can help it. Is that Hartfield or an unemployed settler? Oh, no, that is just a travelling salesperson, an NPC. A last sweep. Anyone using the fitness equipment? No. Okay. I'm quite confident everyone here now has a job. There's no more slackers in Jamaica Plains. But this is where I'm going to leave you guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you've lasted all the way to the end of the video, just know that I think you're an absolute hero, and thank you very much for your support. Tell me what you think of the Knackers yard, because I'm really liking it. I will probably stick some more details down off camera, some health and safety signs here and there. You know, the mundane little details. And I'll probably put something on this little mound because it looks a bit barren. But until the next one, guys, leave your ideas, your comments below. I reply to pretty much every comment. Just make sure, like, comment, subscribe, really helps me out. I won't bore you with the rest, but I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much for tuning in. We out. Peace.